That's Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel reflecting on the life and legacy and impact of Jason Jenkins, the Dolphins senior vice president of communications and community affairs. Passed away at age 47, leaves behind a wife and 3 kids, and just an incredible reputation. That Charles, I know you interacted with Jason quite a bit. I met him when he was with the 49ers for the first time, is when we first interacted. I just remember his smile more than anything. He was always so pleasant, so nice, so professional, so good to work with. Charles, we started off the show kind of laughing about Tom Brady's remark about being 45 and having a lot of stuff going on. We're all at that age, man, where it feels like we're losing people. Still too young and too soon, 47, but like we're losing more and more people. And like, this is just such a good dude. And the entire league is rocked, it feels like, by the loss of Jason Jenkins, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I met Jason when he was with the 49ers years and years ago, same as you. And then, obviously he transitioned over to the Dolphins. And I don't remember ever seeing him angry. I'm sure I wrote critical things at times about the Dolphins, and you know how it is, particularly when you deal with anyone who's in communications with the teams. At times you have to have tough conversations. I don't really ever remember that having to happen. Every time I'd be out at, whether it's an owners meetings or the combine or whatever, you'd see him, and you'd say hi and interact, and he was always, he was just the greatest guy. And what was interesting to me was when the news came out, literally I'm texting with agents, I'm texting with like coaches, front office people, like every single, I'm texting the best of the best in the NFL, and everyone had the same experience with him. And it was just, it's just as you said, it's another stunner. I feel like this feels like it keeps on happening. I don't know if it's just because I feel like, man, I'm getting to an age where mortality really starts to sink in, and not in my 20s anymore, and not in my 30s anymore. And but yeah, this is a real bummer. And to see Mike speak the way that he did, I thought encapsulated the feelings of a lot of people.
Yeah.
And hearing those words from Mike McDaniel, Charles, it occurred to me just kind of listening and listening to and watching the impact that Jason Jenkins had on people around him and around the NFL. Isn't this what people are talking about when they say good organizations? They're not necessarily talking about players. I think we all, because we love football so much, we're all thinking about, hey, a good organization is a good owner and a good roster. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. But there are so many people like this behind the scenes that players and coaches recognize that we don't always value like we should.
And one of those things too is it's remarkable when you see individuals like Jason span a number of different regime changes, front office changes, head coaching changes. Often when there's a change like that, the first question that, when you have conversations, particularly with anybody who's on the PR side of NFL teams, is they start to wonder, like, okay, well, is this person going to want to bring in someone else? And it's the ones that stick, for a long period of time with a single organization, as he did with the Dolphins for many, many years, through a multitude of changes. And that tells you something, that should tell people something without having to be in our seat and know him personally. The people who tend to stick, who are the glue behind the scenes like that, it shows that they're probably someone who not only affects the people around them, but affects the situation for the team without being seen.
Just a really, really good man who was excellent, as you just stated, Charles, at his job. And anybody that encountered him knew that. But our thoughts and prayers and our heart goes out to his wife and 3 children. I mean, I got a wife and 3 kids. Mike's got a wife and 3 kids. We're all in the same age group. It's just devastating.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.